Hello, this is your boy Bill Eshkavava, and today I'm here with a new video. And what am I talking about today? I'm talking about the Hearthstone expansion that is coming out April. So the expansion is called Journey to Goro. Everyone should know that by now. And I'm just going to go through some of the cards that have been revealed so far and what exactly do I think about them. So hopefully this is going to be a very exciting expansion. Going to shake up the meta. The meta's been kind of stale. It's been Pirates, it's been Jade, it's been Reno. It's kind of boring, and hopefully this will bring a whole time of Dinosaurs. Hopefully bring Hunter back, because I'm a Hunter player and Hunter's been dead for quite a long time. And I'm hoping that they're going to bring Hunter back and he's going to dominate and it's going to be fantastic. So we're going to start off with the Druid card. Variant long neck. It's a beast. It's got the adapt mechanic, and basically that is a discover card. It's a 5 cost, 5/5/4 Druid card. Will this see play? No, it won't. This is just to show off the mechanic. It's a discover. It might get Wind Fury, it might get Divine Shield, it might get a taunt, but it's not good enough. 5/5/4 is too slow and just doesn't do enough for Druid. Plus they have Jade. Next we have the Hunter Legendary. This is a 7 cost 9/9 beast, Swamp King Dread. It's a dinosaur. He looks really cool. Now this is a interesting card because 7 mana for 9/9 is fantastic. 9 mana, 7 cost 9/9 is fantastic. And its ability is it will attack a minion that your opponent plays straight away. So when every time your opponent plays a minion, this card will just attack it. And that's good and bad due to the fact that there are going to be a lot of these poisonous cards, which is a new keyword, which is basically like King Cobra, like my Nextra from Naxxramas, where if you play a King Cobra and then King Dread attacks it, he will die straight away. And then you've just paid 7 costs for nothing. So will this see play? I'm not sure. It's statted very good. 9/9 for 7 is fantastic. But a 7 cost that doesn't do anything when you play it might be hard. If there isn't that many poisonous cards, it will probably see play. If poisonous cards are all over the place, then it won't see play because it'll just be too easy to counter it. But it's a fun card. Next we have the Mage Legendary Pyros, and it's a 2 mana 2/2 Elemental, a new battle tag. Elemental. Ragnaros, the Light Lord, is now a Elemental. Alakir is now an Elemental. These are all Elemental. And this is just a very heavy card for like Control Mage or Reno Mage, which I guess by then will only be Kazaka's Mage. It's a 2 mana 2/2. When it dies, Death Rattle comes back as a 6 mana 6/6. When it dies again, comes back as a 10 mana 10/10. Has synergy with N'Zoth. If you do have this and he dies all these times, N'Zoth would bring back Baby Pyros, which is a 2/2/2, and Medium Pyros, which would be a 6/6/6. So that's great value, and then those two die, then that would bring back a Pyros that would be 10/10 to play, and the other Pyros would come back as a 6/6. But really, this is a very slow card. I mean, I don't see this being played. Maybe it'll find a room in Kazaka's Mage, but even still, if the meta slows down, finally slows down, then yes, it's a very heavy card and it might see play. But if the meta doesn't slow down, it's way too slow to play, and it's a very heavy card. Next we have Archaeologist. It's a 2 mana 2/3, and it draws a secret from your deck. Pretty good card. Pretty good card, because 2 for 2/3 is not a bad. It's a decent body, and it's basically draw a card. Draw a specific card, which is very good. Draw a card, 2/3. I see no problem, and gives you a curve play, because you can play this on turn 2, play the secret on turn 3. So, pretty good card. Solid card to hear. Next we have a Paladin card, Dinosaurs, 8 mana spell, basically, and set a minion's attack and health to 10. Pretty basic. You can do it on your Silverhand recruits. It's kind of like a Pyroblast for 2 mana cheaper, but it can't get past taunts. You can use it as a charge, I guess, because you have a minion out. then you play it on it, then you hit it. It's got a Murloc on the picture, so it might work with Finja, bring out the 2 charges and then dino-sizing the charges, something like that, or dino-sizing Finja. It's an okay card. Will it see play? I don't know. Very hard to say due to the fact that you're going to spend 8 mana to buff a massive card and then someone just, polymorphs the thing or keep off Uldamon's it. Well, that card will be out, but some other card that removes it. I don't know. I see it probably not seeing play. Next we have the Priest Legendary Quest card. These are quest cards. These are very interesting mechanic. You get them every time in your hand at turn 1. You can choose to mulligan it away, or you can keep it. Basically, the Priest is play 7 Death Rattle minions, and you get the Wanderer of Hope, Warden of Hope, which basically is a card which is a 5 cost, 8/8 taunt, and it sets your hero power to 40. So that's a crazy card, and N'Zoth Priest will probably be a thing because this card seems ridiculously good, and it doesn't even feel that hard to get because you can play Loot Hoarders, Shades of Naxxramas, and just keep doing that. Just keep playing the minions. Next, you have a taunt with a Death Rattle, so it fits in with the thing. It's a 4 cost, 2/6. When it dies, give 1/1 to a random friendly minion. Pretty good card. It's got taunt. It's got the Death Rattle ability, so it helps with the quest card. And due to the fact that it's got taunt, it's going to give you more survivability. So all around, pretty good card, and fits that whole architecture with the quests that priests have. Next, we have the Rogue Legendary. It's a flower. It's a 5/3. When it dies, it stays on the board as a little bulb, and then if you play 4 cards in another turn, it comes back, which is pretty good. But 5/3, have to play 4 cards, might fit into some sort of Miracle Rogue because it stays around. I'm not sure. It's very hard. Most of the time, legendaries look fantastic, and then they turn out to see absolutely no play. So it's hard to evaluate. It might be a good card, might never see play. Might be like Zul, the Poisonous Mind, and never see real play. Next, we have the Shaman card, Volcano. Does 15 damage, randomly split among all minions. Overload 2, so it basically costs 7. It's a board clear. Will it see play? Probably not, because it hits your own minions as well. Unless it might see play in some sort of control Shaman, but mid-range Shaman, Jade Shaman's just so strong. I don't see why you would stop playing Jade Shaman to play mid-range Shaman, unless its quest is absolutely broken, but besides that, I don't know. Next we have the Warlock Legendary Quest. Discard 6 cards, summon the Nether Portal. The Nether Portal is a 5 cost portal that basically stays on the field, can't be destroyed, it's there forever, and it just keeps spewing out every turn 2 3/2 imps. So that's a crazy ability. You basically just keep having board presence for the rest of the game. And what this does is that this makes the discard lock come back. Discard lock comes back, and because this is an amazing card, and it makes Silverware Golem much better because you're going to be discarding a lot. You've got to discard 6 cards, and if you discard Silverware Golem and he just appears on the screen, that's a free 3/3, so that's fantastic. Silverware Golem with a buff. And speaking of discarding cards, a new card, the Fellhound, is a taunt, a 4 mana 3/8, good body, taunt, discard 2 random cards, so there you go. If one of those cards is Silverware Golem, you basically get a 4 mana 3/8 taunt and a 3/3 for free, and you're helping with your quest, discarding 2 and bring it down to only having to discard another 4. Another card, the Warrior card, Explore on Goro. Replace your deck with Discover cards. These are basically 1 cost spells where you discover a random minion or something, or a random spell, whatever. It's a fun card, just for a fun deck. It won't be competitive, so there's not much to talk about it. It's just for fun. We go to the neutral. We have the new Elise, the Trailblazer. 5 cost, 5/5, legendary. Shuffle an Goro pack into your deck. What does that mean? That means you will get a pack to open while you're playing the game. You do not keep the cards in the pack, but you do get a card to open. It's a heavy card. Might fit some control decks because you'll fill up your hand with another 5 cards. And it's 5 random cards from this expansion, but the pack is weighted heavily. So you'll always get like a legendary, you'll always get a epic, not always a legendary, but I think it's always an epic. So it's might be good, might be too random to see play, or it might be good enough to see play in like a control deck where you're going to the end game and you need to refill your hand. But then the problem with that is that why wouldn't you just play Jade? Just play Jade Druid, play Jade Shaman, and then instead of randomly getting a legendary or an epic from this pack, why not just summon 4/4s and 5/5s and 6/6 and 8/8s and then shuffle Jade Idols back in and get like crazy amounts of on-board presence? So as long as Jade is in the deck, in the meta, it's hard to evaluate other control decks because Jade is just so strong. Like Jade is strong, and the slower the meta gets, the stronger Jade becomes, because that's their problem. Their problem was they needed stuff to work up to. And yeah, they're losing brand, but they'll get other stuff. Now we have a neutral 4 cost 5/4 dinosaur with adapt. Adapt your Murlocs. I don't know, I might see play in a Murloc deck, or probably not. I don't know. Adapts all Murlocs, I would excuse, because it says adapt your Murlocs, not Murloc. So if you have a board filled with Murlocs and you play this and you get your Murlocs with like Wind Fury or Divine Shield or something like that, then, or just more attack, more health, that might be good. Might see play Murloc decks. I don't know if Murloc decks are a thing. Next we have a 2 cost Crab. It's the Crawler. And this is a fantastic card because it punishes patches, basically. It's a 2 cost 2/3, destroy a pirate, battle cry, destroy a pirate, gain 1/1. So you can just see Pirate Warrior out there, gets patches out. You play this on turn 2, you eat patches, they lose their patches, and you get a 2/3, and you destroy the card from them, and your 2/3 is now a 3/4. A 3/4 on turn 2, and you destroy a pirate. Fantastic. This will probably completely cull back the pirate warriors, the pirate decks. The pirate decks are going to have to go back. Like, even Rogue plays a lot of Swashbuckler. So this can just punish them, and punish them hard. And then eventually when pirates disappear, you just stop running this card. But as long as pirates are there, and there's a lot of pirates out there, which currently there are, you just play this, you tech it in, and you bloody eat pirates. And if you don't get a pirate, you still get a 2/3 for 2, which isn't terrible. Next we have Tar Creeper. This is a fantastic card. It's a 3 cost. It's a 1/5 elemental taunt, and during your opponent's turn, it becomes a 3/5. So attacking, it's not his style, but defense is fantastic. And a 3 cost for 3/5 taunt. I mean, what more do you want? And it's got the elemental tag if something comes along that gives elemental buffs or something. It's a fantastic card. It's a neutral. Everyone's going to have this taunt. It's going to slow down the meta, thus bring on Jade Druid and Jade Shaman even stronger. Because I think everyone will want to run this card just to block. It's a 3 cost for 3/5. 3 cost for 3/5 with taunt is fantastic. And if it slows down the game more, Jade will just overtake everything. So that's pretty much the cards. I'm excited about the expansion. The expansion looks good. The cards look good. The cards look interesting. The quest mechanic looks very interesting. Looks very OP. Looks OP as fuck, no offense, but there's like some crazy cards there. I'm interested to see what the Hunter and the other quests are going to be, because the 2 so far, which is the Priest and the Warlock, are just nuts. The Warlock is forever you have board presence, And the priest is a massive taunt, which is 5 cost for 8/8 taunt. But you're also set your hero power back up to 40. Not 30, but back up to 40. You're fully healed. So that's fully crazy. And then you could just play N'Zoth and bring back all your death rattles, which is better for you. And the Warlock is just, you get a massive board presence forever. Every turn you get 2, 3, 2 imps, and there's no way to remove the portal, so you're guaranteed to get them forever. I mean, that's crazy. So it's very interesting. Looking forward to seeing the other thing. The other legendaries are pretty weak compared to the quests, but we're going to see what else we get, and we're going to hopefully not see a massive rise in Jade Druid and Jade Shaman. But that's pretty much it. Tell me what you think about the cards revealed so far, and tell me down in the comment sections if you're excited for Journey to Un'Goro. Please do not forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bilishkavava out.